All right, we are so close to the end. It is time to do a little bit of burnishing on the edges of this thing. So, there's a couple of schools of thought on this, I think. One is just water and rubbing, either with canvas. I don't have any canvas. I have like this thing. It kind of feels canvasy. I think it'll work. Or one of these hardwood sticks that I got on eBay for like 99 cents for like 2 of them. See where I've done a little bit of burnishing. You really just rub it. They have these divots in them for doing edges and kind of rounding out edges and stuff. If this is round, just flat. Meh, whatever. Or you can use this shit. Gum tragacanth. This is what I was first heard to use. I'm probably going to use this first and put a little bit of this on this edge and then rub it in really hard with the stick. And then I think tan coat is the thing that the Otsmo dude said he used. It was either tan coat or edge coat. I don't think it was edge coat. I think it was tan coat. I just remember it was one of those ones I was like, oh, I have that. So I might give that a go afterwards to kind of seal it up. That's more of like a final sealant, I think. But I'm gonna try with this this gum first. Got this little dauber. I think it's wool at the end, a little wool dauber. Probably not really actually wool, considering I got, oh shit, flipped it on my keyboard like a dummy, like a proper dummy. Dropping shit. It kind of looks like jizz. Just gonna put it out there. It definitely looks like cum. It looks like I have cum on my keyboard, which, you know, isn't exactly the best. Not completely unexpected, but so I'm just gonna kind of daub this on here, one section at a time. So you see, it darkens it up right there, and then once that's on there, I'm gonna do this flat burnisher, this kind of rounded, flatty thing right here, and just kind of really try to get this in here. If I had the edging tools and I wasn't worried about melting the edges, this is where I would be heating the thing and grinding it on there. But for now, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna try to get this going a little bit. I might do it a little with this canvasy napkin also, because I really don't know that much about edging the sides of shoes. I probably should have learned a little bit, but I did learn a little bit. I probably should have learned a little bit more. But really, you're just trying to get some pressure in there and get like a nice shine, really. That's all you want. Kind of seal it up. You can see it's actually starting to look really nice already. Let's get a little bit more gum tragacanth on there. And once we get that, we're gonna hit it with a napkin. But you can also dye the edges, since this is a blackish boot. You could hit it with some dye, like a lot of people do. I like the brown and the black combo, though. So I do have black dye. This is not a case of like, oh, you don't have it, so make do with what you got. No, I got some. I just like this color. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. Kind of took a little bit of the polish off of it, I think. Oh, it's coming back. I think I just needed to really get in there, really. It's getting like some heat on, some friction heat on this, and it starts to polish back up. Oh yeah, that's shining up nice. This is one of the cases where I'm doing the first shoe. The shoe I've been doing traditionally first, but you guys are just watching me because both shoes are at the same spot. Making the video now instead. We are on the home stretch. Oh, the other thing I wanted to try out, I found the other edging tool I have. Where did it go? I dropped it. when the cat jumped on me, because the cat sees me get my shoe brush out and he decides that that's a cat brush, not a shoe brush. And so this little edging tool is curved the other way. I want to see if it'll actually do a better job taking the edge. Oh yeah, that actually does a little better job taking the edge off this upper, just to kind of round it out, give it a more sleek look. The other one was kind of catching a little bit. And so this is another one of those tools that I got in a bundle of tools, so I don't exactly know how much it would cost you or where you would get one. I mean, pretty much anything you can get from Tandy, but I don't know why this one's curved the other way. I don't know if it has a particular name because of that. But just through trial and error, it seems to be a little bit more efficient for getting these upper edges going, edged off. Okay, cool. Got that done. Let's get back to just polishing this shit to a nice shine. Let's really get that going. This is gonna do a number on me, I can tell. Just like getting this one section done to a polish. There's a lot of work, so it's gonna be a lot of work going around 2 whole shoes, and especially doing it in a short amount of time. But just because I'm supposed to go somewhere tonight, and I would really would like these to be done by then. I mean, they're essentially done. Like, just this polish is all that I need. Oh, polish you. I guess I should say polish you. Oh, polish you. You got what I need. But it's got gum tragacanth. But I got drum tragacanth. Oh, polish you. This is a great song, by the way. I don't know if you've ever heard it before, but there's a lot of songs about making shoes. Mumbling again, ranting again, just carrying on the long tradition of these videos of just going off on tangents and, I don't know, going crazy a little bit. Just going a little bit crazy. I don't think I can really cut the circular burnisher now, just because that straight one seemed like it was having some issues right on this edge and going around the back. You can even try to get like the lip around this thing, try to get that lip burnished out. Oh no, that's gonna be the burr on the midsole. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna try to go straight to this. I can tell I gotta get some friction going. I should have made iced coffee instead of hot coffee. This is hard work, and it's getting me all sweaty. Whew. A little inconsistency in the color back here. I'm not exactly sure why, but I think maybe just a little bit more of this stuff Maybe it's because of the lack of burnishing in the back. I don't know. This is a spot that's lighter. And I don't know why. Like, you can see this isn't absorbing, it's not developing the same dark color as this over here. Oh yeah, so anyway, we were talking about MMA before. I think Brian Ortega might take the belt from Max Holloway. And there's probably like, I don't know how much crossover there is between people that are making shoes on the internet and MMA fans, but this is what you get to listen to. Because my interests are making shoes, MMA, and Formula One. I just remembered because this napkin I'm using is monogrammed with LH. It reminded me of Lewis Hamilton. I was like, sports? Yeah, I don't know. The connection was made. I think Stipe is going to take DC. I think Ngannou is going to take Derek Lewis. Though that one, I don't know. Derek Lewis, you never know with him. I just feel like Ngannou is such a dangerous dude. And then, what is this? I wonder why this side's not polishing the same way. Like this side over here looks beautiful. This side over here looks alright. It definitely doesn't have the same polish. Maybe I just sanded this side better. I don't know. Keep on going. This is one of those things that, I mean, not that I ever would. I'm gonna do the edging properly, but you can always come back and do a little bit of edging if they're your boots. I don't really know how to get the welt, not the welt, but you know what I'm talking about, the midsole properly burnished. I guess there's probably a way to do it. Canvas first this time over here. Anybody watch the MotoGP Aston TT? Man, that was some crazy shit. If you like racing, even if you're not following MotoGP, go watch that. That was some bananas racing. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit on the upper, so I'm just polishing it off. Yeah, bananas. And not just for like one incident, like that thing was just crazy the entire race long. The Formula One Grand Prix at Austria was pretty good too. A lot of bananas like stuff. Less of like bananas racing and more just like the way things unfolded. It's very cool. I'm not cool, but like exciting. Oh yeah, you can really get a good polish going with this thing on this side. This is good. Getting a polish here. This one I probably, I don't know, it's too thick for that. I don't know. We'll just keep going. Definitely get a little bit of this in here. I forget if I was taking video, but I definitely twisted that boot hook and it spun properly and it worked out right. Got it in the right angle I wanted it. So that's a bit of a relief. Let's see if I can get. I really feel like the back of this boot should be shinier. Oh man, tough work, but it looks good. It's a very cool thing to do this edge finishing because it changes the look of the boot so much as it's going on. Like it's just an instant gratifying like darkening up of this leather. It's just cool to look at. You really get to see immediate results. And put a little gum on all this. I think some people just use the edge coat and they don't do any of the burnishing shit. I think that's probably the way to do it if you don't want to take time to burnish it. I mean, burnishing is one of those very trademark things of handmade shit because it takes a lot of time and there's not a great way to burnish without just putting in some serious elbow work. I mean, you can get Dremels that have like a burnishing tool for a Dremel, but it's not gonna, it could do the same. It's just hard to get a very specific one, and it still takes time. It's just a time-consuming elbow grease kind of thing. So that's why I like to do it. It's part of the, this is really part of the handmade thing. I really wish I would have figured out more about the glassing. I'm gonna have to ask some questions on Reddit about that one. Because I don't know where I went wrong on that, but I definitely did. So I hit some more gum over here and then I'm gonna hit it with the stick. I feel like I'm doing it in the wrong order. I feel like it should be probably stick and then canvas. But I will. I forget if I mentioned the reason I thought of Max Holloway in the first place was the is what it is what it is. It is what it is. Man, I can't talk now. Never mind. It is what it is. It's just what he says. That's what I keep saying every time something goes a little off plan on these boots. It is what it is. So many little mistakes you see when you look up close that no one will ever see, and they'll fade into just the patina of the boot. But man, people that make like perfect boots, it's super impressive to me. They do everything and it comes out just like looking like a store-bought boot. That's craziness. Then again, this is only my first pair of boots, so those people have probably made a few hundred at least. For pair number one, I think it's something to be proud of. I mean, of course it is. I'm being a little bit modest. I shouldn't be being falsely modest. I'm definitely proud of these. Oh man. But the amount of hours it takes me right now, everyone asks like, oh, you gonna sell them? Like, fuck no. I can't sell these for as much as I would need to given the amount of hours that it takes me. I'm making like, it's like $1 an hour. Man. I don't know if there's such a thing as over burnishing. Could be. I think this is done. I think this is a done boot. Ready? Look at that. Oh wait, no, it's not. 'Cause there's that. Fuck. Try to present it. Got all hyphy. I'm not gonna show. I'm gonna let you guys trust that I glue in the insole on the other one. I'm not gonna show gluing it in. Basically, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to the whatchamacallit, not insole, some people call them insoles, but you know, it's a sock liner. I'm going to put the glue in the shoe as much as I can instead of on the insole, in the bed of the shoe, all the way up until about where the cap toe line is. And then I'm going to put the toe glue on the insole, just because, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because it's a little bit easier. I don't want to put glue all over the sock liner thing and then stick it in and have the glue get everywhere. But it's also hard to get glue down to the toe of this shoe. So I'm going to just put that on the thing. Getting some good frictional heat on this. Alright, that might be as good as we're getting in there. Maybe I'll do one more. No point in stopping early now. No point in stopping early now. Get this thing down there. This is not working out well. So hard to get these angles on this thing. I'm just gonna do the canvas. Alright, I think this is now a done boot. There's a lace in it, all the hooks are in it, lace is off the hooks. This one has the sock liner in it. It's burnished there, it's nailed. This is as done as it's gonna get. A done boot. Give yourself a round of applause for making it this far. And hopefully you're making a boot of your own. Hopefully it's cool if you're just watching it just to watch it. Get that sexy ASMR shit going. But most likely just watching out of curiosity on how to do this. This is how I started. I was like, I'll watch this. I'm curious how this is done. And then pretty soon you're like, maybe I can do that. And then pretty soon you buy a last on Etsy. Let's give it a brush too. Why not? Huh? Final step. This is how people brushing for some reason. I don't know why. Seems like the thing to do. Yeah, then you buy last on Etsy, and then you're like, oh shit, I spent $40 already. I better spend another $1,000 getting all the rest of the tools, or else I'm out $40. I better actually do it. But yeah, once you start getting tools, then you're fucking in it. You gotta do it, or else the tools were a waste. And then you got yourself a new hobby. Then you want to make some bags, and then you want to sell them. Then you start your own Etsy store. Then you sell out to Uniqlo. Do they buy Etsy stores? I don't know. I've never been owned a piece of Uniqlo clothes. I don't know why I picked on Uniqlo. And pretty soon you're, as big as Wet Seal in the 90s. You're in every mall in America, next to Victoria's Secret. And then you collapse under your own weight like a dying star. Remember at the beginning I said I was going to stamp the side of one of these with that stamp? I didn't do that. decided against it. I might stamp the inside of this tongue. I have to do some tests and see if that'll actually take on the inside of this leather. But there's some scuffs. I told you about the way that it fits a little bit big on me. I'm gonna put some socks on them and tie it tight. We'll see how it breaks in. But yeah, I think we're done. I think this tutorial is done. I might make one more video, just me putting them on, wearing them for the fun of it. But thank you for getting this far, following along. If you do make shoes and you at all use this guide, please show me. Either message me on here or message me on Twitter at Brad and Coffee, at Instagram at Brad and Coffee, or on Reddit, user Psycho with a Z instead of an S, which I thought was cool in high school, and I actually had the license plate, or the personalized license plate for that shit. Got rid of that, thankfully, thank God, but that's why I have that. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this other boot, but you don't need to see how this one gets finished. You know how the sausage is made. And sorry, I should toast a drink at this point, because this is drinking booze and making shoes. But I don't know. I'm not ready to drink it. I'm gonna go drink a whole bunch tonight. And but just to keep with the theme, like what I've been drinking lately, fucking Matthew McConaughey Wild Turkey is super good. It's whatchamacallit, it's called Long Branch, and it's tasty as fuck. I've been drinking that, and I've been drinking Lefroy Glore, which is pricey, a lot pricier than Wild Turkey, but it's super smoky and really good. Tastes like going camping. I don't even like camping, but love me some Lefroy. Love me some peaty scotch. This is not working as well on this boot. Oh well. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish burnishing this, and maybe I'll see you in another video. Feel free to ask questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can on them. And show me your shoes, and maybe I'll come back and I'll do another video. Definitely not doing a video for the next pair, but maybe down the road I'll do another video for another pair. Bye.